So TII has the 2-year program as well as the 13-month program. In both these programs, we have actually distilled 8 principles by observing people who are able to demonstrate excellence in their work, delivery and work. Out of these 8 principles, I will pick up just 2 principles and illustrate, because fundamentally these are the 2 principles which are being mixed out in current higher education programs. Most higher education programs in the country believe in nurturing only the cognitive intelligence, which means they emphasize too much on skills and they give a lot more exercises to the brain. What we have figured out is people who are successful and who demonstrate excellence in their work are those who go beyond this and who understand that there are 4 different components which are being nurtured in any education program. These 4 components are the head, which is the cognitive intelligence, which is most of the programs are able to take care of it. The second is build a heart, which is sensitive, responsive, at the same time is secure. So how do you build a sensitive, responsive and a secure heart? So that is what we call it as building emotional and building a heart. The third is building physical fitness, which is required to do a rigorous work at the grassroots level. So physical fitness is pretty important, we can't ignore it. It's like if you want to be a good cricketer, you can't without me having fitness. Therefore, Virat Kohli is celebrated because his fitness is substantially high compared to others. So in any activity, if you really want to perform, you have to be physically fit. Mentally agile, physically fit, and you should have a heart which is stable and secure. More importantly, they also figured out that the biggest missing element, especially which is required when you go through the peaks as well as the curves in any profession, is to have a spiritual strength. And that's where self-transformation becomes a key element. So therefore, we conceptualize TII that it has to be a holistic program which nurtures the head, which represents the cognitive intelligence, the heart, which is the emotional intelligence, the body, which is the physical intelligence, and the fourth one, which is the spiritual intelligence, which nurtures the soul. So TII focused on a holistic education model and looked at for the first time in higher education, how do we nurture a spiritual intelligence along with all other intelligence. The second fundamental principle that we have used is learning maximum happens not by passively sitting in classroom or by studying case studies, but actually it happens when you go and experiment and you experience whatever you are trying to learn. You can't become a great marketer unless you experience how sales is done at the shop. Therefore, we believe that it is important that people go through an experiential and reflective learning process. So, in all our programs, majority of our time, from 70% to 80%, is actually given for people to undergo a simulation and experience the reality, while we carefully selected facilitators and them to understand these experiences and conceptualize their learnings and wisdom. So fundamentally, these 2 principles make the TII programs completely different from the existing higher education programs. These are: 1, it is a holistic program; 2, it's a reflective and experiential learning.